Now I'd like to invite to the lectern a leader in the automotive industry, my fellow Alabamian, President and CEO of Mercedes-Benz U.S. International, Mr. Michael Goebel. Welcome, Michael.
Good morning also from my side. Thank you, Governor Ivey, for the nice introduction, and thank you to the Southern Automotive Conference for inviting me to join you this meeting. I'm Michael Goebel, President and CEO of Mercedes-Benz U.S. International, and I have been with Mercedes now for 31 years. I arrived for the second time in Alabama in 2019, which involved a deep dive into our plant operations, launching the newest generation of the GLE and the GLS, and preparing our team members for the future, the electrified future. And then 2020 came. Like all of you, our operations took a major turn as we came to grips with the pandemic. But we worked our way through. We took steps to safeguard our team members' health. We initially paused, but while we paused, we also took time to give back, finding ways to support our community, to support our region. We made masks for local hospitals. We built surgical boxes doctors could use, buying supplies for the medical community. We supported with our purchasing power for supplies which could not be found by other companies. What we realized at that time very clearly, we were all together in this pandemic. We set up free on-site testing. We required and still require masks, and we put over safety measures into place. We held our own vaccine clinics, and we are still working through these challenges. We are proud that we found a way to keep working safely, and we are proud that we could make sure that our team members are safe during this time, and we still could go forward with our business. But where we are now, many of you know this photo. It's called the goal line stand. That's how I feel today. I don't dare compare myself to Nick Saban, but COVID-19 and the challenges we faced from 2019 on to the present had us feeling like the Alabama Crimson Tide during this historic game, 1979, against Penn State. Just like the Crimson Tide, we're not talking about Texas A&M today, but just like the Crimson Tide, those of us at MBUSI felt like we were repeatedly coming up short when we thought we were on the verge of scoring. Then the semiconductor situation came present. A new set of obstacles this year as well. But we at Mercedes here in Tuscaloosa have been fortunate, and we have worked hard. We have been able to continue our operations throughout 2020 and 2021 after we paused for COVID-19 with only occasional interruptions so far, supported from our headquarters in Germany. It has been shaky, and it has taken major efforts from our team in Alabama and around the globe, but we have kept building our SUVs for the US and our global markets here in Alabama. Just like the Crimson Tide, we got through these challenges and we scored some major touchdowns during this pandemic. We launched the Mercedes-Maybach JLS, a high sophisticated luxury SUV, and it's the only Maybach produced outside of Germany. We made an on-time completion of the construction for our battery plant here in Bibb County, where our plant here in Tuscaloosa is a part of the global battery production network, which consists 9 factories on 7 different sites on 3 continents. And we're revamping our assembly hall to the transition from only combustion vehicles production to now preparing the line for the electric vehicle. There is still pressure from the pandemic and the semiconductor situation. However, we have learned valuable lessons. Moreover, I have to credit our team members and leadership for their efforts. It is like in football. It's not about the coach, it's about the team. It's about everything's coming together. We have been scoring touchdowns, but now is the time to go for the championship again. We need to continue this momentum and continue to focus on preparing our plant here in Tuscaloosa for the future. We know now we have to deal with uncertainty in the future, and uncertainty will be a part of our daily business. But nevertheless, this future is very exciting for us. Mercedes-Benz has set ambitious goals around the globe. First, on sustainability. We are committed to climate protection and air pollution control. That is a core element of our sustainable business strategy. We are continue reducing energy and CO2 emissions and remain a zero landfill production plant. No waste from MBUSI ends up in landfill. Second, ambition goals on the electric mobility. Mercedes-Benz is getting ready to all electric by the end of this decade where market conditions allow us, shifting from electric first to electric only. The world's preeminent luxury car company is accelerating toward an emission-free and software-driven future. Plant Tuscaloosa will play an important role in this transformation to sustainable mobility. With our $1 billion investment here at MBUSI, we will launch production of our electric SUVs and the battery plant next year. Digitalization is supporting us in that way. We are now using a so-called Mercedes-Benz Operations 360 system, which is a digital ecosystem that uses a mix of software and hardware in all phases of the auto production process, with the goal of improving efficiency and quality. We will go paperless and do the sustainable efforts here also on the small topics. With Lifecycle and Univar, we are proud to have companies now in our regions will help us to sustainable manage our end-of-line lithium-ion battery recycling as the plant ramps up the battery production at Bibb County next year. MBUSI also partnered with the University of Alabama and Alabama Power in the AMP initiative. The AMP Center, located at the university, will serve as a research and development hub, creating and sustaining mobile mobility and power technologies, developing charging infrastructure, and managing power delivery to support large-scale growth in electrical vehicles. We will also benefit through the students we are able to mentor who are in this program taking part in world-class research. We will helping to create future leaders in electrification. As Mercedes-Benz worldwide, we also taking decisive steps toward achieving carbon neutrality through reduced energy consumption, climate-friendly production measures, and green energy supply. Plant Tuscaloosa joins at other Mercedes-Benz plants worldwide, moving to CO2 neutral energy operational next year. Sustainability also applies to our workforce, our team members. In case you have not heard, Mercedes here in Tuscaloosa is hiring right now. We need more team members to meet our customer demand, to launch our battery production, and also to ramp up the electrical SUVs next year. We are hiring several hundred full-time team members permanent into our organization. This is a process, not just an initiative, a process which will take us through the next 1.5 years. 2022 will be very challenging, but also very exciting. It will make our 25th anniversary of production of SUVs of the Mercedes brand here in Alabama. It will be, for the hundreds of team members we are hiring, their first year working for Mercedes. We will launch the EQS, the full electrical S-Class SUV, and we will launch the first time in our history here in Alabama, a battery plant. We have scored many touchdowns over the years. Some say we changed the game for Alabama. This massive transformation is happening now, and I'm proud to be a part with my team here in Alabama to support that. Change is good, and we are ready to hurdle over them. I'm confident that our team and we together with our suppliers and business partners over here can successfully handle this. Our team has continuously proven to me that they can achieve anything. Thank you so much. And I want to introduce Mark Brazel, VP of Administration from the Mazda Toyota Manufacturing. Thank you.